And you will never tune in. Tune in.
You know what it is.
My opinions are facts podcast.
Yeah. Straight up.
Good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? This is me, Izzy. He gets busy. About to give you these MLB picks for the night. Not too many games. It's 8 altogether, I believe. Yeah, we got 8 games tonight. Yeah, it wasn't too bad yesterday. Hope everybody had a good Easter and good 420. But it's Monday, beginning of the week, so we gotta get these bets going and get some wins today. Whether you single pick and you parlay, however you want to do it, I'll give you the best plays and we'll figure it out from there. Like I said, shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now. No further ado, let's get to the games. First, we got on the menu today, Yankees versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland went and did my Pirates dirty. Sweat them, which, especially Saturday. I thought we was going to get it Saturday. We had bobblehead day for Skeens, and boy, he guess he shrunk under the spotlight, but is what it is. But yeah, we got the Yankees are going to Cleveland. Cleveland 5-1 at home this season, facing them. Of course, the plus 1.5 run line is for the Cleveland Guardians. I think the Yankees, man, should handle business today. I mean, me personally, that's how I look at it. Say Yankees are 4-1, and they're turning it up because they did slump for a second and they picked it right back on up and got back to who they're trying to be, get back to the World Series. And like I always say, you play real good at the beginning of the season, so you don't got to sweat and claw after the All-Star break. And MLB is definitely important when it comes to that situation. But nonetheless, you got on the mound, Clark Schmidt for the Yankees has no wins on the season, but 4.76 is the ERA. The whip is 1.06 going against Gavin Williams. 1-1 on the season, 4.58 is the ERA. The whip is 1.32. Yes, you got a slight good lean for the Yankees. I like the Yankees myself too. I like the money line. Also, I'm not going to lie to you, I got a feeling Aaron Judge going to hit a home run today. I've been thinking about that probably half the day. I'm like, man, I just feel like this would be the day he would get a home run. So I don't know if you want to chance that or not. I think it's plus 230 for that, but money line for sure with the Yankees. But if you're looking for a nice parlay, money line with the Yankees and Aaron Judge for a home run. I like that. I'm pretty confident. I think they come in here, they get the job done in Cleveland, send the boys home, give it a second loss of the year. So yeah, that's my pick right there. My for sure pick is money line for the Yankees. And if you want to, I think Aaron Judge can get a home run. So you can parlay up if you want to. So however you want to do it, you can do it. But next game we got Cincinnati versus the Marlins, which whoever seen yesterday scored 24-2. Everybody was hitting, even the ball boys are getting home runs out of that. Everybody was scoring. It was crazy. The Marlins look like the Marlins for sure yesterday. But today's a new day. They got a chance to redeem themselves. Will they? I don't know after that. Of course, they're definitely plus 1.5 on the run line, the Marlins are. Pitching, we got Nick Lodolo, 2-1 on the season. ERA is 2.31. The whip is 0.81. Max Myers pitching for the Marlins, 1-2 on the season. ERA is 2.63. 1.13 is the whip. I mean, flat out, like I said about the Reds pitching staff, one of the best in the league. I don't know what the Marlins are going to do, how they're going to score. I don't see it happening today. Hey, why not do it again? Make it tease the run line up to -2 for the Reds. I like that. And if you're looking for a parlay, I would tease the run line for the Reds -2, and I would go with Ellie De La Cruz for 2 bases. I would definitely do that. I think that's a for sure because I'm pretty sure they're after that yesterday. I don't see how the Marlins could bounce back. I think they lost all dignity with that one. So yeah, that's how I would play that one right there. Like I said, parlay it up, tease the run line up to -2 for the Reds and Ellie De La Cruz. Sorry. I would do that for 2 bases with him. Pretty sure he should hit that. Should be no problem after yesterday's one of the biggest beatdowns you ever could see in baseball. So yeah, that's how that's gonna go. That's my pick for that. Next game we got the Padres versus the Tigers. The Padres had still on the road. They had a not too good showing against the Astros. The Astros kind of like made them come back to reality, I should say. I don't want to say like that. I mean, because they only pulled one off there, 1 and 2, which I didn't expect. I thought they was gonna clearly beat them, but it goes how it goes. It was close anyway. Astros not a slouch team, and by any shape, form, or fashion. Detroit dropped one yesterday. We all picked Detroit to win, but I would say they had to drop one. The Royals couldn't go, I guess, 0-10, so they just went 0-8. Now they're 1-9. I guess they had to get a lucky one. Easter Bunny saved them, gave them a victory. But today is today, so this is to top power ranking teams as of now. It's the Padres 1, Tigers was 7. So yeah, they're going to Detroit. Detroit 8-2 at home. Leaning on the Padres, they think they're going to bounce back after leaving Houston. So they're favoring them for the win. Pitching on the mound today, we got Randy Vasquez and we got Kyler Matero. Vasquez is 1-1 on the season, 1.74 ERA. The whip is 1.35. Going against Keita Montero, who's 0-1 on the season, 9.00 ERA, 1.80 for the whip. I think the Padres bounce back. I think they get this victory. Although Detroit's no slouch, I would slightly give it the money line. But my for sure pick, I would do the under, just because I think the pitch is going to be good. And like I said, the Padres not scoring many runs the last few games. Actually, let me check it out. Last few games, yeah, they like I said, 4-2-2, and even when they beat the Cubs, only 2 runs, so they haven't been scoring much at all. So I like the under for that, and like I said, Detroit hasn't scored too much either. So the over under still is at 8.5. I like the under for that game. I think that's how it's going to go. The pitch is going to be good. The batters right now are not getting the runs like we need. So yeah, I'll just give it the slight. I'm taking the under on that. You got good pitching. Like I said, they got pretty good whips, and neither team scored much runs. And I think the Padres go to Detroit, though. I think they have a chance to bounce back. But the under for sure. I'm not really deciding the winner, so I'm gonna take the under with that. I don't, like I said, right now neither team gets a home base, so why not do that? So take the under 8.5 for the Padres in Detroit. Next game we have Philadelphia Phillies versus the Mets, and they are in Queens playing this one today. Let me see the weather there. Make sure it's not raining. First day first. Nope, but kind of chilly, 55 degrees when it's time to bat. You think it'd be warmer this time of the year, so it is what it is. But it's April, so what can you expect out here in the East Coast? But heavy lean for the home favorites. The Mets are 9-1 at home this season. 4-5 Philly are on the road, so it's definitely a super 61%. They're leaning for the Mets today. Pitch on the mound, you got Aaron Nola for the Phillies. Boy, he might get a victory today, but I highly doubt he's 0-4 in the season, 6.65 ERA. The whip is 1.66. Going against Tyler McGill, who's one of the better, and I would consider an ace in the league. 2-2 on the season, 1.40. The ERA, the whip is 1.34. Of course, a heavy lean on them. Why not? I mean, this guy can't catch a win for nothing. But are we seeing one that's going to be a lucky night for them? Ooh, it's hard to say. Me, honestly, I would definitely take the over. This is what it would call for. I mean, the guy, come on, ERA is 6.65, so that would indicate that more like he's going to give up some runs. Yeah, I like the over. I like the over, but if you look for a winner, this would be the type of weird game where Nola would get his first win in the season, which would be crazy, but you just never know, because I don't know the bullpen will be able to uphold after McGill unless he pitches 7 innings. It's hard to say. I mean, it's hard to say for real. Hold on, I don't know what's wrong with my live. Why they violating my live for? Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. I don't know why they. Oh, probably the lighting. I'm guessing. Yeah, back to that. For this game though, like I said, feel like this might be the time where Nola might get his first win. You know how the bizarre things happen, and Philly has everything around them as far as the bats and stuff like that. So they're capable of finding the. Shoot, little craziness today. My phone go. Oh, here we go. My bad, fella. My bad. But yeah, so that game right there, I don't know how that's going to end up being. This might be a lucky first win for Nola. So I'm gonna go with the over, because if they're going to beat the Mets, you got to score. If you don't score, you're not going to win. Point blank, period. So I'm going with the over with that one. But if you're looking for maybe some value and you think that Aaron Nolan might get his first win, we'll see what happens. But yeah, over 7.5. I like that one. To the next game, we got St. Louis. The Cardinals versus let me pull this up right here. St. Louis versus the Braves. Yeah, Braves 62 at home. It feel like they're picking back up. It feel like they're getting where they need to be at. So my guess is I think they're back on track finally. Cardinals 1-9 on the road, so they're definitely not good on the road. Heavy lean on the Braves 62%. Yeah, I think it's their time to really get this one. I would tease this one up for sure. The run line is plus 105. But I'll tease it the 2. Of course, you got one of the better pitchers, Spencer Schwelling back. 1-1 on the season, 2.55 ERA. The whip is 0.85 going against Eric Feed. 1-2 on the season, 3.43 for the ERA. The whip is 1.14. Yeah, I think the Braves might be back. I think they got everybody back too from an injury. Oh no, but Kuna's still out, so we got 2 more weeks till he comes back. But Ozuna's back and all them guys. So yeah, I like the Braves right here. Tease that run line up to -2. That's what I like for sure. Cardinals is horrible on the road. I think, like I said, now it's time where the Braves can bounce back because, like I said, this time with this type of team, the division end, you have to win now. You can't wait till after All-Star break. So I think the Braves are finally getting themselves together, and they bounce back. The pitching does what it needs to do for them, and them guys will be on their way to get the victory. So -2 for the Braves. I like them on the run line. -2. Next game we got. Pull it over here. Toronto Blue Jays versus the Houston Astros. Houston didn't look too bad against the Padres. They picked, they beat them twice, so that's somewhat promising. Blue Jays below 500 on the road. Plus 1.5 run line for the Blue Jays. Pitcher today for the Blue Jays, you got one of the guys I like to bet on, Kevin Gausman, 2-1 on the season, 2.49 ERA. The whip is 0.71. Facing off against Hunter Brown, 2-1 on the season. ERA is 1.50. The whip is 0.83. Heavy lean on Houston. Yes, because, if you're beating the Padres twice, you got to have some faith in. Yeah, they lost last night, but they beat them Friday and Saturday, which I was picking the Padres to win both. But didn't pull it through, so the Houston's starting to look better, even 500 at home. This one right here, I like the Houston Astros money line. That, or if you feel like you want to do a different player prop to loop in with this, I would go with Gausman. At least I would say I think the over is 4.5 strikeouts. I believe it might have moved by now, but I'll take the over for Kevin Gausman. I think that happens, but I still think Houston will pull this off. I think they get the victory. They're more confident. After you're beating a team like the Padres, they'll let you know, like, okay, we got things going. Let's pick it back up. So I think this one. I think they're at least going to win this one tonight. I think pretty sure it should be perfect temperature, 77 degrees down in Houston. So I like Houston this one. Money line for sure. But if you look for a player prop or something to parlay with that, I will go Kevin Gausman over on the strikes for that. So we can take that for a pick for sure. So Houston money line is the definite one for me. Last game. Brewers versus the Giants. We know how them G-men look. I said G-men. You know how them Giants look, the San Fran ones. 4-2 at home, 3-6. Brewers are on the road. Pitching today, we got Quinn Priester for the Brewers. 1-0 on the season, 0.90 is the ERA. Whip is 1.20. Facing off against Robbie Ray, 3-0 on the season, 4.19 is the ERA. The whip is 1.55. I mean, like I said, you just got to love the Giants. You got to love the Giants. They're still in the top 10. I think they were 6 on the MLB power rankings right now. So I like them. I don't see no indication where I would go against them at all. I like them at home. I would go with the money line with that. And I would take Robbie Ray for over strikeouts. I like that too. So if you look for a parlay, I will parlay the money line and Robbie Ray over in the strikeouts. And you should get that. Should really be no problem at all, I think, with that one, with that parlay right there. But yeah, like I said, it wasn't too many games tonight. It was heavy duty yesterday on the MLB, so a little bit less games for tonight. And of course, the earlier game that I seen a lot of people didn't know about was Boston Red Sox versus the Chicago White Sox. A lot of people know that was an 11 a.m. game, so that was really earlier than normal for Major League Baseball games. Like, I know normally it's like 12, 12:10 I see, but 11 a.m. was definitely rare. I didn't get the reason why, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys probably missed that one. But Red Sox did end up winning 4-2 that game. I caught it last minute. I just happened to look again. I forgot. Oh man, I'm so used to Mondays and Tuesdays, especially they're all night games, 6 p.m. 6:40 p.m. start time. So yeah, a lot of people missed that one. I was last minute with it, so I didn't want to get on the last minute when mostly everybody would have missed it anyway. But that game wasn't too much important. I'm pretty sure whoever caught it, but most people probably didn't. So yeah, whoever did that. Do you like Detroit 1.5? No, that's one of the games right there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think say who's that? Lansing Moore. I think San Diego uh pick it back up. It's really gonna be a real good game. But I took the under for that one. There's a lot of good pitching going on. The pitch is too good for me to take Detroit and get 1.5. So I like the under, which was I think 8.5. That was my pick for that game right there. Shout out to you be here though. Oh my bad. Is that Lansing Moore? Shout out to be on the TikTok, but yeah, that's my pick for that one for that game. But I'm gonna give a recap real quick so you guys can get to the picks. Not too many picks for that. Like I said, the first game that I had, the Yankees versus let me slide back. Yeah, Yankees versus Cleveland. Like I said, the Yankees are 4-1 right now. The last 5, I think they picked it back up and they're ready to take that top spot in the major league rankings. So I got the money line, and for some reason, I'm feeling like Aaron Judge can hit a home run today. I think he gets a homer today. So if you look for a parlay to do with that game, I would go Judge for a home run and Yankees for the money line win. Second game, I have the Reds versus the Marlins. We see the shellac that they put on the Marlins yesterday. I don't know if they scored many runs, but I'm pretty sure they can show the same dominance. So with that one, I took the Reds -2 run line, and I took Ellie De Cruz. What is your World Series matchup? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Oh man, I feel the Padres now, but man, honestly, I can see the Yankees and Dodgers going back. I know it's not it's not a thing you would think, but I think it can go back because at the end of the day, it just the batting power and them guys just so man. You said I got either Mets, Yankees, or Tiger. Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Now the Mets, they gotta prove something because that lineup they gotten is that shaky this early in the season. Yeah, they're home, they're good, but nah, I don't believe in them. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Mets look so tough. Yes, they do, but yeah, Soto has to get going. Now, he has to get going now because he has to get that rhythm, that stride. That's we're Alonso and them guys and Lizzo are doing what they're doing, but Soto, you have the money. We want you to see what you can do. But it's still, still early, like I said, but I like to see it going right off the bat. Like when Tony went to the Dodgers, boom, right then and there, he took off. There's no letting down. When you're $780 million, there's no letdown. We don't want to see no up and no highs and lows. The Mets don't have time for that. You know what I mean? Mets look so tough right now. Imagine. So yeah. Oh, I read that. Shout out to DJP. What's going on? But let me get these picks for everybody so they can get to the get and do what they need to do. But like I said, the Reds, I teased the run line to -2, and I took Ellie De La Cruz for 2 bases. I got for that game right there. Next game, the Padres and Tigers. I took the under 8.5. I'm really not sure who can win that one because both teams, like I said, is 1 versus 7 the power rankings, and the Royals just had to win one yesterday, so I thought that was just so lucky for them to get that. I think Detroit is ready to go on because they knew this right here was coming up was a more important game for them. That's how I look at it. The Padres, of course, finally beat Houston after dropped them 2 games, especially Friday. I had them on Friday, so mad they lost. But they dropped 2 games, picked one up on Easter Sunday. So I think the chances, Padres might have a better chance of bouncing back, but I like the under. I think neither team's scoring a lot, especially the Padres. The last 5 games, they haven't got over 3 runs. Oh, my bad. They got over 3 runs one time. So they're not touching home plate like that. Neither has Detroit. So I'm looking for the under, especially the pitching they got going on today. You got Vasquez and Montero pitching. So I don't know. I don't see it. I don't know a winner, but I'll see it scored a lot of runs. So yeah, that one, Padres and Tigers. I got the under 8.5 for that one. Then I have next up the Mets versus Phillies. Now, I like the Mets are 9-1 at home, so of course I'm leaning towards them. Now, some people think like, well, you got Aaron Nola who's 0-4. Well, he dropped the 0-5. This is one of the things where it goes outside the numbers. You know, when you go, no, I totally agree, but what they can't let loose is Soto gets going and the Alfonso falls off. That's true. And that's true. That is so true. Yep, JP, I agree with you 100%, buddy. But yeah, this one right here, outside of the numbers, like, you know, of course, the points to the Mets tonight, it just feel like one of them. Oh, if you just need a nice little sweet parlay, like a, let's say a test my waters parlay, you will probably throw Phillies in for the win, for the money line, because you feel like this guy might get his first victory. Because don't get it messed up, Philly has the offensive firepower to beat anybody. It's just that they got, he's got no, one of the, I ain't say worst pitchers, but you're 0-4 right now, buddy. And you know, but I just feel like this one of these nights where you just like, hey, let me get a little parlay, a little upset parlay. I would throw Philly on the money line for upset parlay. But me, my guarantee ride with the Mets money line for sure. I'm doing that. But if you guys want to mess around, make a little upset parlay, throw Philly right up in there. Excuse me, they got the best chance to do it. So I would definitely rock with them if I was to do that. But next game I had the Braves versus the Cardinals. I think the Braves are finally picking it up. I think things are. I know I said this 3 times with them, 3 different times, but I think they finally get it going. Especially when you're playing against the Cardinals, who are 2-9 on the road. So I think it's a perfect time for them to get back. Everybody's back except for I think Azuna's the only one that's not back yet. He's back May 5th, but everybody's getting back there. I think they get it together this time for sure. They get another win at home. They're 6-2 at home. So I believe they can get this one. I teased the run line to -2 with them guys. I think the pitcher swelling back gets it done with them, holds them down to probably a run or two if they get lucky, and I think they can get at least 4. So I'm close to a run line -2 for the Braves for that pick. Next game we had, I'm run back Toronto versus Houston. I think Houston's coming in with confidence. Well, they're going to be at home, but they got confidence. They took 2 off the Padres, so that's a confidence spark in them because the Padres are definitely one of the ones. And like I said, they're number 1 in power rankings too. So I know we're going to drop 2 this week. They might drop to 2 if anything, but yeah, they're number 1 right now, and I think that Houston pulling off 2 against them. They're coming in confident. They feel they can take out the Blue Jays. Should be no problem. Houston 6-6 at home, so I think they get above 500 tonight. I'm taking Houston money line. And the last game I had the Brewers and the Giants. I like the Giants. There's no way. They're number 5 on the MLB power ranking. I like them to pitch. Robbie Ray, I believe, is 4-0 on the season. Let me check, make sure that he is that. I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, my bad. He's 3-0 on the season, but yeah, he's one of the lefties that gives everybody problems. So I think he gives these guys more problems tonight. Jackson Chourio, I don't think he's gonna be able to do what he normally does. That guy always gets on base, but I think Robert Ray does it tonight. Secure the win for the Giants. I took the Giants on the money line, and you can, if you want, parlay and take Robert Ray over in strikeouts. So that's what I got with that right there. On the Astros game, Jays can't hit. Sure the hell can't. They know they can't at all. Tiger Braves Mets parlay. Yep. I like that one. Hey, be careful with the Tigers, though. I took the under just because when people get cold, you never know if this might be the time they get a little cold. Because that one, I don't care if Royals was 0-8. Them games you just don't lose. Yeah, things happen, miracles happen, but no, you don't do that. And the Padres is coming in, finally beating Padres money line for sure. That's what I took. B. Yeah, the Padres had to, they knew they had to beat Houston one more time, get the hell up out of there, get my victory. They're back on track real quick because, like I said, they got World Series on their mind. World Series, that's what's on their mind, nothing less. And if they lose, but they're giving a hell of an effort every time. Marlins, no runs first inning and under. User, oh no, you're on your own with that one, buddy. There's no way. I know what happened yesterday. You might think it might turn around today. I don't know. I think, and you gotta remember the Reds, like the Lodolo's pitching today too. Yankees money line, Padres money line, Braves money line. Oh yeah, for sure. I like that one, B. I think that should hit for sure. But user 6683 and the rest of the numbers. Yeah, you can try if you want. Hey, if you got the risk it. But nah, they took everything out of the Marlins, man. They're just, they took their heart. So and like I said, the Reds pitching staff, you guys keep sleeping on them. I'm telling you, Lodolo's about to get this win. Skins need to lock in to have in the future for the most regular season Ks. Oh man, I can't believe Saturday. You should have seen because I live in the area, man. It was they had a line at the bridge, Roberto Clemente Bridge, down at PNC Park. That's how many people was waiting for this guy for the bobblehead day, and he stunk it up. I won't say stunk it up, but nah, the stage was too big for him. It seems like I felt like the stage was too big for him. Like, no, you got the homer early and just he tried, and we don't got bats anyway. Pittsburgh can't score, so we're struggling so bad offensively, which we shouldn't, but we struggle bad. So we don't have no room for error at all. We just don't. We just don't. And there was 2 games over the weekend where we came close. We rallied back, but it was too late. And yesterday we just got, they got the broom against us, swept us away. But yeah, Ski definitely need to lock in. But if you're gonna lock in and get regular season Ks, you need wins under that. Yeah, we need wins. Yes, we know we can't bat, but you still got to find a way. Got to find a way. So hopefully we make that happen. But yeah, that's the rundown I got for the games today. So if you guys missed it, and you're not on my YouTube, you can go check out 223 ENT. My opinions are facts. You can go in there, get the recap for MLB and recap for the NBA picks for the 2 games that's coming on tonight. Guys, you missed it on my YouTube, or you came in late, you go get the recap for 223 ENT. My opinions are facts. I take money lines only. I hit this morning. Red Sox. Oh yeah, Zach. Yeah, for sure. But that was an early game though, so a lot of people missed that one. But yeah, that's good. That's good money right there. But yeah, so like I said, if you miss any of my picks today for the Major League Baseball or the NBA games for tonight, make sure you come back and join 223 ENT. My opinions are facts. You'll get the recap on there. You'll get my picks. You'll get what I like. And let's get to it. New week, new money. New week, new money. New week, new money. Signing off is me, Izzy. He gets busy. Cecilia, yours. Let's get to this, man. Let's win today.